Well, hello guys and gals, and welcome back to another live stream with me, Mr. Moose. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? It's like 3 weeks or so. Oh yeah. Bear with me 1 second while I get a couple of things in order, and then we'll get the stream up and rolling. We are playing Farm Sim tonight, guys, because I've had a lot of problems this afternoon with American Truck Sim. So yeah, I've got to get a couple of things situated and then we'll get to rolling with it. But anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Hope everybody's having a good night. Let me make sure I've got everything set up right. Let me get rid of this. That's on, audio is on. Get into the game. And we should be able to get going. Anyways, let me switch over, and there we go. All right, so we are in Court Farms tonight just to do a live stream, to get one under my belt, and to get back up and running. For those of you who maybe have watched the video from today, you will know that I had a little incident with OBS where it crashed and wiped itself out, and I lost everything. So I've had to rebuild it again, and I'm using OBS Studio now to work with, and it's been giving me a little bit of headaches, so working on that. And at the same time, I'm having problems with another rig, and I've developed some sort of really nasty ground hum in my system somewhere, and I can't figure out exactly where it's coming from. And somebody's going to call on the telephone as soon as I start a live stream up. So, yeah, it's one of those nights. It's like I said during the video today, as soon as I start doing something, the phone's going to ring, neighbors are going to come knock at the door. It's one of those situations. Hopefully I got everything set up now. And no, I'm not going to answer the phone. Hello guys, welcome to the stream. If I could get my other computer to get up and running, I would be able to see what's going on in chat. I see Danny, Jake Atkinson, Frederico, Rob, Nerf Gamer, Heather, Greenside Up, Leo Star. Hello guys. How much time am I going to play? Got no idea. Just depends on how it goes, right? Hold on 1 second. Alright, takes a second to get everything situated. So, we're all in Court Farms. It's been almost a month, I think, since we've been on this farm. So where are we at with it? If we bring up the map and we go through everything here, you guys are going to see that basically we've got all the fields are planted, but they haven't grown. And one of the reasons they haven't grown and the corn hasn't yet ripened is the same thing that I had in Manchester. I forgot to turn the plant growth on. So, yeah, I haven't had that either. So anyways, so I'm going to do a little grass mowing because I still need to get grass for my cattle, and I don't have those, so we're gonna mow a little grass, do a little baling while we wait for our fields to mature. Gonna work on that a little bit tonight. All right, finally my other one is up and running. So let's see, view active users. Come on. Everything is just not wanting to work. Hello, Cody Bledsoe, Danny Watson, Elijah Walcott, Frederico. And the screen moved on me. Greenside Up, Heather, Jay Atkinson, Jarrett, Leo Star, Lucas Dunfor, Matthew, hello, Nerf Gamer, Rob, Zombie Killer. Hello guys, welcome. Why are all these pop-ups coming up on that screen? All right. So anyways, welcome, guys. Good to have you on our first live stream in 3.5 weeks. I guess it's been. So tonight's just sort of a dry run to make sure I've got all the settings right on OBS to make sure it's working right, and you know, just to get back up into the swing of things. So many things I had forgotten about doing, and I had to go back in and refigure all of it out. Anyways, alright, let's grab the mower. We'll go do a little grass mowing and do a little baling today. Alright. Make sure we get out of here without wrecking. And it looks like I'm not doing a good job of that. There we go. Am I using a wheel or a controller? I'm using 2 joysticks, a wheel, and a controller. How about that? I use my G27 and my 2 Logitech joysticks to do all of my driving and controlling implements and stuff. But when I get out and walk around and do things on foot, I use a gamepad controller for that. So, kind of had a feeling I was going to get a gate there. Oh, come here. This gate would just stay open. Alright, that's awesome. Yeah, the gate's so strong it throws the tractor and the mower around. Yeah, Leo, I use the joysticks really. They're not as much for regular farming. As much as they are for the forestry side of it. Now my right joystick I use all the time. It's got all my implement controls on it, and like I'm using it to control the mower deck, to twist it side to side, and I use it when I've got a front loader on, or if I'm using a front loader I use that as well. So it's there for that, but for the most part my second joystick, the one that's on the left side, I never use it unless I'm doing some sort of forestry stuff. Ethan Miller 33, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, and thank you for that subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good to have you with us as we get back to it. All right, let's get here in the field. Deck down. Let's go ahead and get our mower on. Oops. There we go. And we'll just work our way around through here. I'm not going to do this entire field. I'm just going to use probably this upper end that hasn't been cut. Probably just cut it. And we'll bale it up. So one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to get too many bales on a map. If you do, bales just start adding in, and they start adding lag into the map. So, hello Combat Man, welcome to the stream. How have I been? Good. It's good to be back live. I'll tell you what, I mean, I've been struggling all day to try to get this up and done, and to get everything figured out and reconfig. Between that, we've had some pretty good storms here at the house today, and so Toadlet 2.5. Hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Actually, thank you for subscribing again, because I do believe Toadlet has subscribed a few times before. Anyways, thank you. I didn't think I was going to get everything in, and I wasn't real comfortable with the settings I had, and there's still a lot I need to do to get things right, but it's been so long. I was biting at the bit to get a live stream done. So the reason I'm not doing American Truck Sim tonight is because I think Heather was asking me to do it. Somebody was asking me to play American Truck Sim earlier. The reason I'm not doing it tonight is I developed a really bad hum. Hogman 458, thank you for that subscription. Welcome to the channel. You rock. Glad to have you. But anyways, I developed this really bad ground hum in my system, and it's really super bad when I'm in American Truck Simulator. If I'm in the truck driving, it's not even a problem, but anytime I go to a map or any kind of graphics page, this just really bad hum shows up. And again, I need to get to a car stereo shop and get a ground isolator and put it on my system, because it's a feedback hum coming from my computer into my rig. But I got some resistors out in the shop, and I think later on tonight I'm going to try to make my own little filter to try to get rid of it. Get rid of that ground loop. So, well, Lucas, hopefully this cheers you up, buddy. All right. Ooh, I came way too far, not paying attention. Whoops. Let's get back over here. I've been mowing down that whole tree line. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Do I farm in real life? No, I am not a real life farmer. I am a guy with a farm that plays at farming. How about that? Does that sound right? I don't really know how to answer that question. I've struggled with that, because to me, I mean, I do a lot of agricultural stuff, and like, I mean, I grow stuff every day, but I don't consider myself an actual farmer, just because I don't do it for a living. It's not what I do. I don't pay my bills doing it. It's something I do as a labor of love, and as a way to supplement my income. As far as, I don't pay for groceries because I grow my own food, but I'm not a gardener. I don't have a little garden out behind the house that I grow fruits and vegetables in. That's not what I do. It's much larger than that. So, but again, I don't put myself on the same scale as New York dairy farmer who's out there doing dairy farming 24 hours a day, or any of those guys, you know. People who, they bust their butt all summer long to make $3,000-$4,000, or, you know, on a bad year. So I bust my butt just to have food to can and put up and provide for some other families. So that's sort of what I do. And I don't have to kill myself every day. Because farmers are the hardest working people on earth. see. Hello, Dakota. Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. I'm a hobby farmer. Alright, I'll take that. Did I just do it again? No, the cut's coming up. I was like, man, I think I missed the cut. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Hogman. I love farming. Trust me. I like getting out in the sun and working up a good sweat, and at the end of the day, standing back and looking at what I've done and going, yeah, that's a good hard day's work, and be proud of what I do. And then know that at the end of the season, when I do harvest my fields and stuff, know that I've got, lots of food for my family. And I do a community farm where I provide for other people, and you've done something good. So I love it, but it's not something I would want to do for a living, though. I'll be honest with you on that one. Got much respect for the people who do, and the way prices are these days, it's got to be tough being a farmer. Anyways, how you guys been? It has been a while. It sucked not to be able to hang out with you guys at night. Hello, Walker, Rebecca. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. You guys have been missed, I will say that much. I've been popping in other people's streams and seeing you guys in there, and missing you guys, man. So, all right. Hey, Apache, welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to see you. Welcome. Oh, welcome. Hey, so one thing I want to touch base on, guys, if for some reason an advertisement plays during the stream tonight, let me know. I was talking to Landy yesterday, I guess it was, and he was saying that his people got inundated with advertisements the other day. Y'all know I don't push commercials during the stream. There might be one that plays like right when you start the stream up, but I don't push commercials during the stream. I just don't believe in that. This is not for me to make money. This is for me to connect with you guys and spend a little time and hang out with the community. And but Landy seems to think like Google is just pushing ads for no apparent reason. So if a bunch of advertisements start playing during the stream, let me know, because I want to be able to verify that. What type of crop do I grow? I grow all vegetables. I don't do any kind of grains, unless you consider corn a grain. But now I don't grow corn as feed corn. I grow it as cob. I just finished up planting, and this planting we had some Shelly peas, Kentucky wonder beans, planted a whole bunch of corn, did okra, a ton of tomatoes. I probably did almost an acre of tomato plants. We've got cucumbers, squash, a ton of okra, probably 3/4 of an acre of okra, which if you guys have ever grown okra, you know that 3/4 of an acre of okra is an enormous amount of okra. Do I use a combine? No. All vegetables are not combined, unless you're just growing them and then you're pulling everything out. We do everything by hand, with the exception of corn. This year was the first year I got to use a not a true combine in the sense of like a self-propelled combine. I used a rig that hooks up on your tractor, and you use it to go through and shuck all the ears off of the stalks. So the first year I've done it mechanically. Yeah, okra is all hand-picked. It's picked every 2 days. Once okra starts to grow, as soon as it gets about the length of your finger, it has to be picked. And I've got my first victim of the night. Hang on one second, guys. Alright. I gotta go and buy another mouse. That's all there is to it. Hello, Phoenix. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, once okra gets about the size of your pinky, that's about a good time to pick it, and that's usually every 2 days. And that's how my farm works, is because it's very labor intensive. The people who work on the farm don't get paid a salary or anything because we're not a commercial growery. But what they get is they get a share of all the harvest. So when we start doing the harvesting, everybody gets a portion. Same thing with tomatoes and cucumbers and all that other stuff. So what's up, hamster? Jerry, the live stream has not stopped. It's running on my end. It is like asparagus, except it doesn't take 2 years just to get started. Isn't that the start on asparagus? Don't you have to like grow it for a year before you can even start to think about harvesting it? That is one that I have never tackled. Oh, got a little lost here. Trying to look, find a place to go through this field a little bit. Good as any. Hey Rod, how you doing, buddy? I missed you earlier. Oh, avocados are way longer than that, James. I planted some avocado trees 5 years ago, and I am still waiting on them to come about. They take forever, man, because they're a tree, you know. They take a long time to get going. This is the first year I'm supposed to get some fruit off of them, so I'm very curious. That very first avocado is going to be like a gold bar. I was just talking to somebody about that the other day. I was like, if if I actually get an avocado this year, I'm gonna hold it up like the gold nugget out of a Colorado river or something, you know? I've struck gold! Fish on. Oh, somebody's been watching Landy and Deputy P play. I've been sitting in chat with them the last couple of days, and that's all they say. Fish on! Fish on! Oh, what happened to the wash? I don't know. We still haven't finished the stream now, have we? What? Chat bug out on YouTube? That never happens. How am I today, Aaron? I'm alright, man. I've got my internet back, and Mediacom didn't play an April Fool's joke on me. Landy and them were teasing me, saying that as an April Fool's joke, Mediacom was going to turn my cable off today. That didn't happen, though. So lucky I made it through the day with no issues on that side of it. Ah, Mediacom, the worst cable company on earth. There, I got my plug-in for them tonight. I need to make them up a new advertisement banner slogan. Oh, you got your mic, hamster. That's cool, man. What's my favorite tractor in the game? This one. Really. Favorite tractor in the game right now has to be this one. I really like it a lot with the functionality of it, everything that you can do with it. In real life, probably like a 6 Series John Deere. It's big enough to get everything you need to get done, but it's not too big. Or 7 Series. I mean, I really like John Deere. We've had this whole conversation before. In real life, I really like John Deere, old International Harvesters. Those are my kind of tractors, you know. Old Farmalls, you know, modern stuff is pretty much these days. It'd be like a 6 Series John Deere, something that's got enough horsepower and enough torque in it to get the job done, but not to cost you an arm and a leg on oil changes and things like that. I mean, some of these tractors, the bigger they get, just the maintenance on them is just, oh my gosh, unbelievable. Alrighty, cool. Welcome back, Combat Man. Alright. So we'll knock out this grass and then rake it up, bale it up, and that'll give us some grass to use for our livestock, so we can start working towards getting livestock on this farm. And if I can get the hum figured out, I'll do some American truck stealing tomorrow night, guys. So I may do it anyways. It's just annoying when I go into anything that's got a slate on it, any kind of graphics or something. It just makes a tremendous amount of noise. Yeah, Wheels, it is it's storming down here in some areas. To the north of me, maybe like an hour drive north of me, they're having really bad flooding up around Bruton, Alabama. We just had a really heavy rain shower come through a little while ago, right before I started streaming, and I actually went and looked at the radar and everything to see how bad the weather's going to be just before I even started streaming, because I didn't want to start with it really going crazy. Lightning is not something I like to play around with, but it seems pretty good. Thoughts on what I want to see in the new Farm Sim 17? Yeah, I wouldn't get any of the things I'd like to see in Farm Sim 17, but I don't know. We've talked about a lot of that stuff. I'd like to see, you know, something more like the soul mod implemented into the game, where it's a little bit more involved as far as your soul management, and where the things that you do have different effects. So like, give me a reason to use manure, give me a reason to use slurry in the game, you know, because slurry really is great to put on grass fields for fertilizer on grass, but give me a reason to do it. Give me a reason to do something different than just pump fertilizer on the field. Give me a reason to get out there and do manure, and to do slurry. Give them different values. Maybe they have different effects, or maybe there's different buffs that they give the field, so it's not either all or nothing. Let's have a little bit of a, you know, if you just plant your field, you get 100% yield, but or 50% yield. And then if you add fertilizer onto it, you get maybe 70% yield. But if you add fertilizer and moisture onto it, you get a 85% yield, and you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. So a series of more than just putting fertilizer on it to see it go up, you know. Yeah, I'd love to see moisture play a higher value in the game as well. You know, it's not enough to put fertilizer on it, but let's see you put in, you know, some moisture where you gotta work on moisturizing your field, you know, irrigating it. Hello, Mike. Welcome back. Welcome to the stream. It's good to be back. You know what? The physics are okay in the game. You know, I will say this. One part of the game I wish they would fix, and a lot of people will disagree with me on this, is I wish they would take the logging out of Farm Sim and just make that its own standalone game. You know, so that you go and either do something with logging or take it out and make it its own freestanding game. So either put a whole lot of logging materials into the game, so that you can actually do more with it, or, you know, take it out and then develop it as its own freestanding game. Because I think you could make a really great freestanding forestry game using the base that they've started, but they need a team that's going to actually sit down and work on the physics, get the trees right, and then come up with a ton of equipment that that you could do. You know, come up with a whole bunch of forestry equipment, yarders and skidders and sawbucks and things like that you could incorporate into the game, and maybe incorporate some aspects of the game a little bit more like spin tires, but not as bad as spin tires. But you know, how cool would it be that you've got to cut a road in, like you bid on a stand of trees, right? Or you get contracted to do a grove, and you got to cut a road in there, and then you got to condition the road so that your trucks can get in there and work, you know, pull your loads in and out of there. So it's not enough just to go in there and cut all the trees down and section them up and load them out. You know, there's got to be more to it. You know, make a road, all that other stuff. That's the same thing with Farm Sim. I wish in Farm Sim they'd add a little bit more to, you know, the terraforming in the game or whatever, so that you can actually cut a road in, and using a certain, maybe you use a grader or a bulldozer or something like that. If you use that implement, you get a different texture to the ground that looks more like a road instead of it looks more like a road instead of looking like a plowed field, you know. What part of the country do I live in? I live in Alabama. All right. Well, not only survey and cut tree grades, like you have your wood separated, instead of cutting pine trees and oak trees and spruce and everything together like you do in this game. Have it to where you would segregate your wood, because your pine trees are going to go to a different mill than, you know, your hardwood's going to go to. Your hardwood's going to go to a lumber buyer, whereas your pulpwood's going to go to a pulpwood company. And so, you know, have it where you're cutting different stands of trees for different wood. That's one thing we've talked about before, Combat Man, is how cool would it be to let you build your farm the way it is. So give me Farm Sim, and as part of Farm Sim, give me a set of buildings that I can purchase, and a set of like placeable fence that I can buy and put in, and let me build my own fences, let me put my own buildings on the farm, and let me make my farm the way I want it to look, much like what I've done with Manchester, where, okay, I needed more storage, I put in another building. Well, incorporate that into the game. Let it be more of a part of the game where you've got to, you know, place the facilities that you want for your farm. Give you a nice little base farm and then go from there. I would love to see some of that stuff take place. Oops. That's what I get from trying to look behind me. Close enough to the end here, I can start moving around. What is up with the to-do list in the stream? What does that mean? Don't know what you're talking about. What exactly are you talking about, Knox Cox Plays? See a hamster. Oh, you're just gonna be mowing grass and making bales. That'll take a good long time. I'm really just working on getting grass together, so I've already got silage bales, I've already got straw bales, I just don't have any grass. So I gotta get some grass cut and baled up. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice effect there, isn't it? Gotta love it when that happens. There we go. Oops. I guess when you disconnect it, you gotta turn it all back on. Hey, Colton Barton, welcome to the stream. Good evening. Is it gonna pinch again? It is. Oh well. Have I been to Tennessee? Yes, I lived in Nashville for 12 years. So yeah, I've been there many a time. Frederico, this is not the John Deere map. I use the John Deere stuff on Manchester. I don't have any John Deere tractors on this map. This is all Fendt and Class. Nope. I really don't go to Tennessee. I don't really leave where I'm at very often. I don't have a reason to. What's up, Devin? Yes, I am alive. Alive and back to streaming. Oh, that's cool, Jason. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I miss you guys too, man. Thank you, Devin. Yeah, it was not fun being away for 3 weeks. I'll say that. It is, it certainly was not my choice. Yeah, Colin, the burial crew came out yesterday and put a new cable in yesterday. The crew that wasn't supposed to be here until April the 18th showed up yesterday. Which is funny because I told a story today in the Manchester video where I actually had called and complained again yesterday morning because on Wednesday I was supposed to get a temporary line put to the house and the crew didn't show up. And so I called yesterday morning to complain about that, and the regional supervisor was like, well, I'll look into it, I'll check on that, I'll see what's going on, and I'll get right back with you. And meanwhile, the burial crew showed up to do the actual dig and the burial, and while they're out there working on it, the regional guy calls me back and goes, yeah, I've talked to the tech supervisor, and they're going to get a technician out there today to give you that temporary drop. It's quite funny. Quite funny, man. Alright, Hogman. What am I playing on? PC. PC Master Race. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm on PC. You like hay season, dairy farmer? You must not be one of the guys who has the stacked bales. You must be one of the guys that gets to like ride on the tractor or bale the whole time. You must not have to be one of the guys who has to either stack it or wrangle it. I guess it depends though on what kind of bales y'all use. No, I don't think Mediacom realized anything. I don't think Mediacom's smart enough to realize anything for themselves. I really don't. That, you know, like, I mean, I talked to the contractor and he showed me where when he got the work order, when he scheduled his crew, everything to be out there, and it's like they don't even know what they're doing. Dante Bill, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Thank you for that subscription. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why is the grass a different color from what you mow? This map is based on an English farm, and in England or in Britain, in that area, when they cut the grass that's underneath is a yellowish color. So that is why the grass is yellow underneath. It's just the way the person who modded the map decided to do it. Because it matches the region that he modeled this map after. So, but that is the reason. And get this thing straightened up. Alright, so that is done. Let's see what we need to do now. I guess we need to go get the baler and the windrower. We did buy a tedder, didn't I? Oh. Guess we're gonna do this somewhat realistic then. All right, let's go ahead and shut that one off. Yellow doesn't mean it's dead. Yellow means it hasn't had enough sun and it hasn't had enough nitrogen. I mean, you're talking about grass that would have been, I mean, knee high on you, man. You're not talking about the grass in your yard. Tis a little bit different than mowing your own grass. Yep, that's a bad part about doing round bales. Where if you're doing square bales, you can either have them just fall right off the back of the baler, or if you've got a chute on the back of them, you can have them shoot straight into a cage trailer, or you can have people on a flatbed right behind it, and they just grab them right off the back of the baler and put them straight onto the trailer. I've seen a lot of people do that. You've got a little tongue that shoots off the back of the baler, and it brings the bale right up to the guys on the back of the tractor, and they just get it right off of there. Alright, so we'll get this dried up real quick, and then we'll bring the windrow in, windrow it all up, and we'll be ready to bale. Phoenix, the stream ends when I hit the stop button. I really don't know, man. I don't plan them out, really. I always say that when I stream for a minimum of 2 hours, and after that, it's up to how I feel and how many people are watching and all that good stuff, you know? If chat's moving along, people are responding to what we're doing, then you know, I'll keep on going, but I never know. Yeah, it's a nice tedder, man. It does a real good job. The animation's nice on it. I was just looking at the animation a second ago, and especially in 4K, man, it looks real good. I don't know if it translates as well to the stream or not, but it looks really good on this end. We met because we all do YouTube stuff. That's how I met those guys. Hello. That was interesting. Let's see. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. Yes, it is April Fool's Day for people in North America. Do I know when the 2015 farm simulation comes out? 2016's already out. It was a mobile device game. The way Farm Sim pretty much works is even years is a mobile device, odd years is a game. Well, I mean, technically though, the way they really do it is what they released in 2016 will be labeled as 2017. Seriously, that is just silly. Why does it do that every time? That's just retarded. Probably so, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, FS17 will be out probably around August, September, somewhere in that nature. Even with it not running, it wants to do that. That's just stupid. I thought maybe it was, you know, something where if you had it actually working, that was the reason why it was trying to pass the tractor. But no, I think it's just a horrible, horrible thing. Planning beginning to set any good places. I don't know. It depends on where you're going fishing. What kind of fishing are you going for? I mean, are you going deep sea fishing, or are you going lake fishing? Like, are you going to Lake Martin or something like that? All that plays into it. Should have done this field differently. Oh well, hindsight's 2020. It's just like cars, you know. The 2017 models come out in August. That's just the way it is. Where do I live? In a van down by the river. No, just kidding. Just kidding. I live in Alabama. I live on the Gulf Coast. See you, Jason. Thanks for coming out, buddy. Take it easy. Have a good night. See you soon. You ever bow fish? I did, yeah. You know, I did a couple of times, but it's not really something I get into. It's a challenge and it's fun, but it's still just not something I get into. Yeah, I'm more of just a fish guy. I bow hunt, but don't really bow fish. Well, we'll get this lower section done, and then I'll get the upper part done, and we'll go grab the windrower and the baler, and then we'll get all this baled up. Yeah, I saw it. I don't really know what to think of it. I've been messing around in there, playing a little bit. They've come a long way with the mechanics and everything. It's still not completely right. They're getting it better. I'll give them credit on that. So we'll see where that game's at in another year. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting tired of paying to be a beta tester on video games. It just seems like nobody puts a finished game out anymore. It seems like everybody just, all they do is they put everything out for early access so they can get your money, and then you're basically having to beta test a game that isn't ready to be played. I'm getting really tired of it. I want to see some people actually put real games out that are finished games instead of all these early access games. It seems like every time you turn around, there's an early access game being released that looks like it's really going to be great, and you got to pay to see whether it's going to be any good, and it typically turns out to be crap. And you've wasted your money to become a beta tester, and you know, they completely go back to the drawing board on something, and the game's not whatever you thought it was going to be, you know? I sort of feel that way with, I think they're making headway with it, but they were in no position to go early access for that game. Because they're completely headed in a whole nother direction from where they were when they actually made that game. Oh, this isn't going to be pretty. This is why I don't like English farms. Yeah, first time doing it. I'll figure it out. See you, Devin. You have to run back around the perimeter one more time to get rid of all the stuff that how do you make money? That's, what do you mean? What are you talking about, dude? Like in my personal life? That's sort of personal, isn't it? Can I have your account codes? Well, you don't mind telling me what bank do you bank at, and what's your social security number and PIN number? Am I glad to be up and running again? Yeah, I am, man. I missed it. You know, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I really enjoy making the videos and interacting with you guys at night and just hanging out, chilling out, playing the games, you know. And you know, I missed it. You know, while I did play some other stuff and I did play with some friends and other stuff, I just you know, there's something that you get into a routine, you start hanging out with the same people all the time in the streams, and it's just sort of it's a little community. And so yeah, I mean, I missed it. See you, dairy farmer. What am I going to do for the rest of the night? I'm going to work on this for a little bit longer. After, you know, I finish tethering this up real good, I'm gonna go get a windrower, and I'm gonna go get a baler, and I'm gonna make grass bales, and then after that I'm probably gonna collect those up and store them away. After that, I don't know. See, I missed a couple of spots right there. I'll grab those. Not like I would actually do that in real life, but of course I wouldn't do this in real life. I'd be using a wheel rake. Am I gonna live stream tomorrow? Yeah, as long as you know, as long as nothing comes up. Yes, I plan to live stream tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. I meant to get on at 6 tonight, but it just, things weren't working out. I was having a lot of issues. Like I said, rebuilding OBS took a while, and I changed OBS from using the old version of OBS. Since I had to redo everything, I took the opportunity to upgrade to the new version of OBS, which is quite different. And figuring out how to do some things in it was a challenge. Tomorrow night, if I can get rid of the hum that is coming out of American Truck Sim, I'm gonna do that. So that's the goal, anyways. Pull this in here, go park it real quick. Yes, Colin, I do. So we'll go ahead and leave that right there for the time being. If it will actually disconnect and do something. All right. I use the steering wheel, Phoenix. Use the steering wheel. Alright, so we'll park that guy right there. And I'm going to move over into this one. Nice driving, and then I go park that thing like I was drunk. All right. Look at the setup on this. I want to turn the baler on, but I don't want to use the wrapper. Yeah, I'll figure it out in a minute. Button 6 is the one that turns that on, which is that button there. Wrap Bales J off. Alright, so that'll work. Alright. Oh, did that pick up? I don't think it did. There it went. Alright, now we can get out of here. Ooh, little frame rapage there. Alright. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. NH Bird Dog. Appreciate it. I don't know that this is gonna fit. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna work. All right, let's go ahead and turn that baler on. Oh, come on, get around that pole. If I was going to pick one tractor in real life, it'd be John Deere. Yeah, I mean, it'd be a John Deere. Whoa, frame breakage. Okay, I specifically told that thing not to wrap. And I swear I hear it wrapping back there. Oh yeah. Wrap bales off. So why is it wrapping a bale? Seriously, come on now. Help a brother out. Do what I tell you to do. Okay, now he's just dropping regular bales. I guess that first one was stuck from the last time I did silage bales, so I guess that's the reason why. Guess that's what it was. Oh, that's so funny, man. Do I like waffles? Yes. Who doesn't like waffles? Come on, man. That's so funny. What kind of FPS am I getting in the game right now? Only 26 on this field. This map is not good for me on FPS. I don't know why. Now I'm still getting about 50, 55 frames on Manchester for the most part. Though I've had some, like, I upgraded my NVIDIA drivers the other day, and I've had some weird issues with frame rates in Farm Sim since I did that. So I'm gonna have to go back and see if maybe I need to roll my NVIDIA driver back. So no, Hogman, I'd have no desire to do Sandy Bay. Too many people are doing Sandy Bay, and it's really not my cup of tea. I'm not really into these British maps or these English maps. They don't do it for me. Favorite truck? Probably Peterbilt. Though again, if I went back to it, it would be an old International. If I had to, like, if I could have a truck, it'd probably be an old International. But yeah, today's trucks, Peterbilt. Favorite car? I mean, if I could have anything I wanted, I'd probably get a Maserati. But I mean, in real life, I mean, just everyday kind of car, a Jeep, like an old CJ7. I mean, if I could have a brand new old school CJ7 from back in the day, I'd love it. Even though the wheelbase on them was really narrow and they were really prone to tipping over, they were great trucks. They were great vehicles. I used to love them. So that would be my thing, would be a CJ. I've said before, one of my favorite vehicles I've ever had, though, was an International Scout. It was a Scout 2, not the Scout 1, but the International Scout 2. And man, that thing was a beast. It drank gas like it was starving, but man, that thing was best off-road vehicle I've ever had in my life. All right. Hands down, best off-road vehicle I've ever had. See, I've got an old Stingray, so I don't need a new one. The old ones are where it's at. I do not like the new ones. I'm an old school Stingray kind of guy. Oh man, my Scout, you couldn't stick it, man. That thing was just unbelievably solid. The problem with the International Scout was it was really, in North America, it was primarily released in the northern part of the United States, and people drove them on all those, you know, up there on all the salty roads and everything, and they just didn't have good treatment on the undercarriage of them. They rusted out really bad, but they were amazing vehicles, man. See, Cody, thanks for coming out, man. Willys Jeeps are good, but they're not great, man. My dad had an old Willys, and we had an issue with it. It just, I mean, it was nice, but it wasn't that nice. As far as getting stuck, it wasn't as good an off-road vehicle. I have a friend who has one. He has one of the really old ones, and the frame will twist a little bit, and if you get it right, if you go down a terrace road with it just a little bit wrong, it will actually bind up and push the clutch in, and he gets stuck and can't do nothing. Ooh, I went a little too deep into that one. Yeah, I should have done the perimeter on this first. I didn't want the bales sticking out there. Stop right here. And we're going to grab this guy now. And I am not going to do this legit, so... I could spend the entire stream collecting bales. I'm not going to. Oh, let's see. Hook that up real quick. What's my favorite YouTuber besides myself? I don't know, man. Gamer wise, if you're talking about gamers who on a daily basis, somebody I watch like Devil Dog, I really enjoy what he does and the way he does his stuff. I watch a lot. Most of the YouTubers that I watch though are like woodworkers. They're like craftsmen who build cabinets and things like that, or do some sort of woodworking, because that's what I'm into and what I do a lot of for my hobby. So, oh, let's see. We are going to do. We are changing the load type. Toggle next product type. So we are doing we're doing BM 1.5. Straw round bales there. Hay 1.5. That should be the right one. See if I can run around the outside here and get all these bales up that are in the way so I can windrow the rest of this. Let's see, start the baling process and don't drive real fast. There's one, there's two. The mirrors do work. Oh, went a little bit too fast. You get going too fast and they give you that penalty. Let's grab these up real quick. Yeah, man, the mirrors work. They're actually, on this one, they're adjustable. You can actually, these are probably some of the, like I said, this tractor let's try that again. This tractor overall is probably one of the best in the game as far as the IC and the abilities of what you can do with it. Because you have the ability to do a ton of customization with it. So, all right. Now we can roll around here, clean up the rest of this. Well, that's because you're playing the console version, man. Can't compare the PC version and the console version. That's like comparing an apple and a watermelon. Hello, Miranda Horn. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. So, yeah, can I even English, bro? Apparently not. Apparently not. I get tongue-tied. See you, Wills, man. Stay safe up there. See you soon. Come back when you can stay a little bit longer. Oh man, it's good to be back. It's good to see you, man. Miss you guys. Oh, what a grab there. Oh, there's a gate right there. How about that? Oh, this is going to be naughty. There we go. That works. Drive around in a big, huge circle here real quick so that my parade makes it. I was just thinking, oh, there's got to be a gate right here. There was. What's my favorite country besides the U.S.? I don't know, man. I don't really have an answer for that one. I have to be honest with you. I don't think that's one that I've sat down and actually thought through. Hey, Big Mac, I didn't even see you were in the stream. Welcome, welcome, buddy. Missed you, man. See you, Colin. Have a good night. Thank you for coming out and being with us tonight. Alright, I think that's about as clean as it's gonna get. Not my best baling job ever. Not necessarily the way I really like to do it. But I thought I'd do something different for the stream. All right. all that done. Alright, we can go ahead and pull that header up. Check that off. Alright. Take these guys back to the farmyard. And then we'll come back and grab all those bales up. See Greenside up. Thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, you're on spring break, Phoenix? Cool, man. Have I ever been to Sweden? No, I have not been to Sweden. Not that I know of. Pretty sure I haven't. I might have passed through it, but I haven't actually been there. Been a while since I've been to Europe. I went when I was 19. That was many moons ago. Alright, let's get this guy backed in here real quick. We'll back the baler in and park it, and then we will head back out and grab all our bales. Get them stacked and racked. Ooh, come on, straighten up. Seems like when you join, everyone leaves. It just gets late. And I started really late tonight because of the just issues I was having this evening. So I went to Europe 2 years ago. Yeah, right. Yeah, I went 2 years ago. Yeah, that's it. I'm 21 years old. You go ahead and keep on thinking that one. All right. Yeah, no, I went when I was 19, and we took a summer and just traveled across Europe. And pretty much just basically went hostel to hostel and stayed and went all over the place. Had a good time, man. I had met some when I was like 17, I had met a bunch of people at the International Scout Jamboree, because I was in Boy Scouts. And when the World Scout Jamboree took place, I had met a whole lot of international scouts. So when I was 19, I traveled, and I took the opportunity to go visit a lot of them, and so it was kind of cool. Took a lot of train rides, man. Oh, come on, you say that to all the YouTubers, I know. But I appreciate it, man, I do. I appreciate everybody who watches, man. I don't need to be anybody's favorite or anything else like that, but if I am, I do appreciate that, and it means a lot to me. The fact that anybody takes the time to watch my stuff I very much appreciate it, and I'm glad you enjoy it. And I'll tell you what, I enjoy doing this stuff. It's a lot of fun. All right, let's go ahead and shut that one off. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Wanted to do that. All right. So we'll grab up the rest of these and yeah. Take these and drop them off over where I'm keeping all my bales. I don't want to get too many bales. Like I said earlier, you get too many bales on the farm and you start having issues with frame rates because the game trying to calculate all of the bales and how they're supposed to be, the physics on them, so they can become an issue. If I keep a trailer or two of each, I should be in good shape. $3 a.m. for you, huh? Almost 4 a.m. It's just 9:45 here. Tell you what we'll do a little bell stacking. Keep these looking like the rest of them, right? Let's do this. Let's take these, put them over here to the side. Put them right here. Oh, what button is it to unload? Unload. Oh. Alright, head out here. We'll collect the rest of these bales up, and then we'll come back and we'll get them organized and all stacked up. So we'll get through here. Oh, why does that do that? I wasn't going but 18. B again. You drive too fast. Sorry, I was born with a lead foot. See ya, Coca. I guess that is Coca. Thanks for coming out. Enjoyed it. All right. Run these back over here. Drop them off. We'll go put our trailer up and we'll get our loader attachment. All right. Yeah, right there's fine. Alrighty. We'll head back to the farm. I'll drop this off. I'll put the front loader attachment back up. and we'll come back over here and stack all those bales up using the cheater method. You think they'll add shifting to FS17? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I don't think they think that far outside the box, man. It would be cool, but I think at the same time they look at limitations on how many controls they have and buttons to use and stuff like that, because I think, again, and you can take it however you want to take it, but when you start programming a game for multiple platforms like PC and console and everything else like that, they dumb down games considerably so that it's easier to get them across platforms. And so it'd be very simple to add shifting into a PC version because you got so many buttons on your keyboard that you can do, but you don't have it on console. So they probably wouldn't add shifting in because, you know, they wouldn't have all the buttons to be able to do it on console. So and that's the downside of when you start seeing people do multi-platform games. They tend to run into issues like that. Let's run over the rooster, because I don't like him anyways. Alright. I think this thing's still set up for a front loader. It is! Haha! Alright, so we'll drop that off. And we're gonna grab this archaic looking piece of machinery here, which is a double baler. Alright. So this thing is part of that CSX, or I think it's CSZ bale attachments that you can use. And this thing opens up. I gotta remember all my controls to use to open it. There's something weird about this one. That's that. Is it? Which one opens it? I think it's O opens it. Yeah, O opens it. And but you have to put this thing together. You gotta wrench it together and take the nuts and bolts off of it and put it all together. It's kind of interesting the way they do it, but it is part of if I can find the mod package. Let's see what I can find. It is part of, I passed it somewhere evidently. Should have been pretty easy to spot because they got a pretty cool logo, but I missed it. Let's see, mods, and I believe it is under, it's not under baling technology, it's under Derek Quaz. Thank you for the subscription, buddy. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Thank you, appreciate it. Do you believe it's under miscellaneous? Yeah, the CSZ package. They've got quite a bit of bell forks. This one actually goes up and down. This is a narrower one, a little bit wider one. But you got the bell forks with grapple, and this allows you to do double at the same time. And then you got these three here. All of those are part of that package. But anyways, we're gonna go use this and stack all those bales up. So let us stack two at a time. There we go. Get a rear weight on here, because we are going to be working with two big huge bales. head over there. We'll grab the one in the farmyard or out in the field on the way over. Christian, hello. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Alex, welcome to the stream. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Glad to be back streaming. That's the big thing. When did I get it? I don't know. I got the mod 3-4 months ago. I've had it for a while. I just don't use it very often because I don't do a whole lot of baling. In all honesty. Do switch to the bale. There we go. Switch over here and it will auto grab that. Wait a minute. Enable auto loading with V. There we go. And there we go. Alright. So yeah, it's sort of a cheater implement, but you use V to enable the auto loading on it and disable the auto loading on it. And if you pull up to 2 bales at a time, it'll grab 2 of them at once, make them into a nice neat stack, and then you can go drop them out somewhere. Alrighty. Bring this one in here and drop it off. Though I don't really think this qualifies as silage because it's, I don't know, it's almost baleage because it's got hay in it. We'll just drop it right here. And come on. Oh, what are you doing? Should be Z unlocks the bale. That's it. Pocket Trucking, welcome to the stream. Thank you for that subscription. Appreciate it. Alright, so basically now all you gotta do is, with everything enabled, if I just turn around here and I want to do this straight so I get both bales at once. Instead of having to do this legit, you can just pull up here. It'll grab the first 2 bales, stack them up like so. And then you've got them locked in here. You can bring them in here and stack them up. Get them in a spot where they're, you know, in a decent spot where I want to use them. I just hit Z and that unloads them, and then I back out and do it all over again. CAJM, take it easy, have a great day, and we'll see you later. Thanks for coming out tonight. Oh, that sounds cool, man. Come on. Drop the bale. Here we go. distance right. Yeah, I think we're about right on that. You have to be careful when you're stacking these, because here's the one thing about this. When they're clamped in, they're not actual physical bales, as you can see. They'll actually clip through. So you need to make sure that you're not clipping through, because it will mess it up. It will actually like join them together, and it becomes an issue there. But come on, get out here where I want to see this. About where I want it, right there. And nope. Oh well. Off they went. Didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. Do I play Flight Sim? Yeah, I do some. I was gonna play actually last week. I was just kept having issues with it not wanting to recognize my controllers properly. Put that many of these in here, so I'm just gonna stack them pretty just too deep in there. Hey James, thanks for coming out, man. Have a good day. Do I play GTA 5 for fun? I do. I don't stream it or anything like that, but yeah, I mean, just every once in a while. I play it mainly to play LSPDFR out of. Occasionally I will just play it for giggles, but I don't know. Parts of that game I can't stand. Not a big fan of all the storyline and everything. But I don't stream it, if that's where you're headed with it. You know what I mean? How those clipped into those. You make sure they're not doing that before you drop them. Then you can come back in and push them forward a little bit. There we go. Because while they're in the jaws of the bale handler, they're not actually physical mass. And they'll clip through the ground, or they'll clip through the other ones, and then you have a nasty mess on your hands. Hello, Cody. How are you, sir? Come on, now. Tap, tap, tap. And get out of here. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Just chilling out, playing a little farm sim on a Friday night. Am I going to be playing Fishing Planet anytime soon? No. Not in a recording and not in a live stream. Can't play that game long enough to actually get enough content, because I don't enjoy it that much. How long is what video, buddy? Hey, Jacoby, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right. Welcome back, Devin. Why you couldn't sleep? The Paper Mario 47. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for that subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me. Glad to have you as part of the channel. Hope you'll become an active part of the group. Alright. These last two done. And I think that'll be about it for this evening. That's a good 2 hours worth of farm sim. Besides, I'm getting hungry. Hadn't eaten this evening. Alright. Cool. So that gets us some silage, some grass, and close that up so I don't look like I'm driving with some medieval torture device on the front. Alright, so our fields are starting to green up, starting to grow, so we'll have some harvestable stuff the next time we get in here. And if you look, like the corn's just about ready to go, so we'll probably harvest some corn next time we're on this map. Are there many animals in Farm Sim? It depends. If you have the PC version of the game, you can do the stock animals, which are dairy. You can do dairy cattle, you can do chickens for eggs, and you can do sheep for wool. But if you have a PC, you can mod the game to where you can do things like raise beef, you can raise pigs, you can raise chickens for slaughter. Let's see, I think there's also geese, rabbits. There's a lot of them that are, again, if you're on PC, so you can add in mods, you can use, you know, do all kinds of different things. But if you're just on console, you're stuck with the standard game. You just get dairy cattle, chickens that lay eggs, and you get your sheep to do wool with. The animal husbandry in this game is really sad. It needs to be so much more than it is. It could be so much more, but it's not. All right. So let's disconnect that there. Back up. And we'll just take this and put it right here. All right. Oh, I'm going to wrap it up here in just a minute, Devin. To be honest with you, tonight's been really a test to just make sure that I had OBS right and to just sort of get back in the swing of things. Believe it or not, having been away for 3 weeks without internet and not doing any kind of streams, I really forgot a lot about what all it took and everything that I had going on behind the scenes, and you know, to get the chat up on, and little things like to get the subscriber count working and all that other stuff. It's yeah, so I spent the better part of a day working on just getting OBS back up and running. So we'll you know, probably wrap it up right here, and I'll come back and join you guys again tomorrow night. And again, tomorrow night we'll probably do most likely do some ATS. I also didn't want to have to deal with moderating and everything and try to deal with ATS on my first night back streaming. Again, this was a good way for me just to lay back, get a few things done on here, and then and get my streaming set up back to where it needs to be. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys had fun tonight, and like I said, we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll start to get back into a regular schedule of getting live streams every night like we normally do. So that's my game anyway. So thank you, GBK. Appreciate it, man. Glad you enjoy the videos, guys. And yeah, Justin, we're back. Good to be back. I've missed you guys. So anyways, so I got you for all caps, man. That's Nightbot, you know. Thanks again, guys, for coming out tonight. Daniel, thank you. Landon, Justin, Big Mac, Coca, NH Bird Dog, all you guys, thanks for coming out tonight, be a part of the stream. The rest of you guys who are just watching and not really saying anything in chat, thanks for your support anyways. Don't be a stranger. Jump in here and hang out and be a part of the group. Wow, Justin, I don't know what you did, but Nightbot just went off on you. And he has timed you out for the next 10 minutes, so sorry, buddy. It happens. First offense is 5 seconds, second offense is 10 minutes. So. Alright, guys, take it easy, have a good night. Thanks again for watching, guys, as always. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you for sticking with me during the 3 weeks of no internet and not forgetting about me. So appreciate it. We're back in full swing, and get a whole bunch of videos out. And like I said, I'm gonna get more videos out, focus more on the videos and less on the live streams, though we are still going to do the live streams nightly, but they're not going to be as used as much as for content as I used to be doing them. So anyways, thanks, guys, have a good night. I'm gonna get out of here, go get something to eat. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.